This video will cover how to set one-off days as unavailable on your calendars. This could be done for public holidays, days that you or others are on holidays, or for days that you just don't want to book any appointments. Doing this will mean that you don't have to edit your calendar availabilities. So just to be aware, there are two different types of calendars. Firstly, you have your unassigned calendars that aren't assigned to any users, and then you have your team calendars which have users assigned to them. It is important to note that only admin users are able to block off times for any staff members, and users can only block off their own times. So in order to select a specific user or calendar that you wish to block off time for, we come up to the top here, and most likely it will say My Calendar. Click on this drop down, then we can scroll down to our calendars. For this first example, we're going to block off times for an unassigned calendar, which in this instance is our trial calendar. Click on that. And then next we'll go to the date that we wish to block off time for. So here in Australia, we have a public holiday on Friday the 7th. So one way to block off time is to click and drag, and you can either block off a specific time period or the entire day. And another way, if you're wanting to block off the entire day, is to just click up the top here where it says all day and then click add blocked off time. You can also add an event title to the time that you want to block off. So in this instance, we could say Good Friday, which is a public holiday. And now you can see for our trial calendar, it's been blocked off for that entire day. Now, if we wish to block off time for an assigned calendar, then that's when we need to block off the availabilities for specific users. So again, you would come up to the top here and then come to the top section that has users. We can click test person. And then same, you can also click and drag, or you can click up the top to block off the entire day. We'll put the same title, so Good Friday, public holiday, and then just save the event. It is important to note that if you have an assigned calendar with multiple users on it and you wish to block off this calendar for the entire day or an entire period of time, then you come up to the top here and go through each of the users that are on that calendar and then block off the time that you wish to block off. Now, if you use Google Calendars and you've completed your Google Calendar integration, another way to block off time for particular users is within Google Calendars. So you can come in here and just say you wanted to block off all of this day, block off that day and hit save. And then you'll see this reflected within your platform. It's important to note that you will only see these changes in your platform made from Google Calendars and not the other way around. So that if you were to block off time for a particular user within your platform, then that time will still be available in their Google Calendar. This can be helpful if you have access to all of your users on Google Calendars, as you can just come in here and block off time for all of those users, and then that means that you will not need to get all of your users to log into their platform and block off time.